What's going on, believers? Hey, if you're here because of Steve at Rocket Crypto and you're still invested in Saitama, here's a fun fact. You've got bigger diamond hands than he did. He wasn't even here more than 8 months. It's not financial advice, but I'm always right.
I can't wait till Friday. Everybody's getting sideways.
All right, guys, Saitama is trading at 22.31 today. You can see right here. I pulled out the sticks a little bit further to show that falling wedge because it didn't look like it was matching up just right from what I said yesterday. So kind of revised it just a little bit. You can see right now it's got a much better fit. What I'm assuming here is that we're going to do a little bit of accumulation for this period of time. It's probably going to be some downside this morning because, as you can see, we have this every morning Asian market sell-off before America comes back in, pushes it up a little bit till around noon. Then we have that drop down. Then we have the evening hours where it starts to move back up. It's fairly predictable in those context when there's nothing really going on. But that puts us into a breakout somewhere around uh, today at maybe 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. That gives us an opportunity, if possible, to have another break to the upside. Sure would be nice if we had some information in which to go on. One of the things that you've probably been noticing is you're getting both information and complaints about a lack of information. And the reason that that's happening is because there's no real substance to the information. In fact, we had an AMA a couple of days ago, and it was an emergency AMA from Russ and Max because Steve had been fired and was removed from the board and had not been showing up to board meetings or anything like that for a period of time, had moved on, still has not made a statement, but his new best friend, Rodney, I guess, is releasing statements for him. Don't know what that's about, but hey, do what you do. But anyway, the point is, when we got the information was simply that that was the information. So what about Cytomask? We got some mumbled jargon about 13 points that had to be addressed that were part of the contract. And once they were addressed, then they would be locked and loaded and ready to go. I assume they must have been working on all of these points since November, maybe December, January. I don't know how big these points are or how massive they must be, but obviously we're at January 27 on something that was supposed to launch on November 13, and definitely for sure on December 8th, and absolutely in the first week of January. Here we are. It would be nice to have actual information or at least a reasonable time frame. Now, the other camp would be like this. Anytime you give a time frame, it's destined to have more FUD involved with it. So the question is, are we dealing with the best level of FUD right now? Because we don't have the product. It's not been delivered. It's not been everything that they said was going to happen did not happen so far. So is that better than them just keeping quiet? Is keeping quiet better than telling you and then not meeting that goal? And that's a fair question to ask. Here's what you have seen if you're not paying attention, and let's move on just a second. All right, guys, it's been real simple. There's a list of people. There is Jake Gagan, and he has been generally positive, but has tempered himself lately because information is not coming out. There's been Scott Herman. I hope I'm saying it right. Workout guy. You know who I'm talking about. He has been generally positive, but a little bit nervous because things have been taking forever. Then there is Austin Hilton. He's been generally positive. What things have, even though things have gone sideways for a little while, these guys, the people who are telling you, they're still faithful. They're not moving on. They're not doing anything. We have Crypto Deb, who has been a staunch supporter and continues to be a supporter, even though She's dealing with some kind of sickness. Get well soon. We have Adam Shelton, who's been generally positive as well. And then we get beyond that, and we've got a whole bunch of people crying and fudding all the time. Listen, there if you're in this and you got in this in maybe October or something like that, and you bought high, maybe even September at this point. If you bought high, then yeah, you're feeling really bad. And if you look at the comment section down below, if not today, then definitely yesterday, or the day before yesterday, or the day before that. You will see a minimal amount of people fudding, and they are talking about, well, in the course of this period of time, nothing has happened. Well, yeah, of course, that's called crypto, and what you have are a bunch of neophytes who have no idea what they're talking about and feel like they're entitled to life changing money in a very short period of time. Well, the life changing money happened way back here, and that was around November 12th, November 13th, for absolutely, and you missed it. It was trading here when it was about to lose a zero in early November. All of these periods right here, this was the life changing money. If you got in right here and you're wrecked because you're down here right now, you're going to go back up and crying about it. That's not going to fix anything. It might get you a few YouTube subscribers though, because I make it known when I don't like what's going on. I don't like what's going on, but I remain faithful to the project, and I think that that is important, and that speaks volumes, or should speak volumes, about what I believe the future holds. I think very simply, and I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I think very simply that Saitama can reach its all-time high as soon as we have a functioning Saitama. I believe that the fact that people can trade in Uniswap in this area when and this is one of the places where we're paying a lot of fees, but I believe that if we can trade here and we can save money right away, and we're not burdened by excessive gas fees, then I think that people are going to rapidly adopt Cytomask, not including the trading pairs that are going to be available, which are going to lead to a hyper burn. So there's a lot of great things that are happening. The problem is, of course, we're twiddling our thumbs and we're waiting for that moment where all of this stuff manifests itself and we start to really see Cytomask launched, successful, and gives us an opportunity to move to that upside. And that is what we definitely and absolutely want and wish to see. In the meantime, there's going to be people fudding. There's going to be people complaining. There's going to be people who are happy about it. I'm going to be indifferent one way or another. I'm going to complain when I need to complain. I'm going to be happy when I need to be happy. But I'm always going to tell you the truth. And if somebody tells me a secret, I'm not going to pull a Rodney and tell everybody about it. Nana and a boo boo, stick your head in doo, or whatever logic that is. I will respect privacy. So I guess that's all I got to say for today. Let's stay faithful. Remember, this move right here, this falling wedge, should lead to an upside move, probably along the lines of this last one. Give us a little boost for a little while, at least a couple hours of positive sentiment, and hopefully, again, we can get that notification that Cytomask has launched. And when that happens, then we'll start to move to the upside, and we'll start to do it very, very rapidly. Also, in closing, I believe that Mandox is now going to be listed in round one, and I think that announcement is in their Telegram if you want to go check that out. That's my time. This was not financial advice, but I was always right.